everyone. Well, time flies. It is Friday again. Well, yay. Thank God for that. Anyway, yesterday I started a series called Crypto Info, and I started with what is blockchain. And I thought that one video could cover all I need to know about blockchain. And I shared it yesterday. However, over the course of today, as I read up more, I realized that there are many more aspects of blockchain that is very exciting and interesting. And therefore, I'm going to create another video right now to share it with you, my learning, okay? So as I mentioned that, we are now moving into era 2.0 of the FTC blockchain, and there is so much that is new to us, and there is so much exciting things that we can actually pick up and learn along the way as we move along this new financial journey that we are embarking on with the company. So whatever that I pick up, little nuggets of information and learning, I would love to share it with you as well, whether it's directly related to FTC, Fintoch or not. Well, I still hope that it is interesting and exciting and great learning. And if this video is helpful for you, please do support me, give me the encouragement. Just take a second to press the like button. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, feel free to do so, okay? I invite you to do so. All right? Right, without further ado, let me get started. Well, tonight I would like to change things up a little bit. I would like to start with a blockchain quiz. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a series of questions, and I hope you know the answers. Okay, first question is, who invented blockchain? Well, I think many of you might know. So who invented blockchain? Well, the famous person Satoshi Nakamoto. All right? But, well, is it a person or a persons? And, it is suspected that this name is just an alias, that it is a fake identity for one or some individuals who invented and created the digital coin, the digital money, Bitcoin, and established the blockchain technology. Okay? So that is the answer, Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, second question is, how many blockchains are there in 2023? Do you know? Well, the answer is more than 1,000. Okay, more than 1,000 blockchains as of now. And next question is, how many blockchain networks are there? Do you know? Well, the answer is, in terms of networks for blockchain, there are mainly 4 types. And later I'm going to elaborate more on this, okay? Next, how many non-cryptocurrency blockchains are there? Non-cryptocurrency blockchains, how many? Well, the answer is there are hundreds of them. So in other words, it's less than 1,000, okay? Next question. How many cryptocurrencies exist right now based on blockchain infrastructure? How many cryptocurrencies exist now based on the blockchain infrastructure? Well, I think many of you may not guess. The answer is at least 20,000 cryptocurrencies are based on blockchain infrastructure right now. Okay? Now, next is, okay, let me just share it with you, okay? Let me just give you the answer straight out. There are quite a number of cryptos with their own blockchain. For example, Litecoin, Chia, Ripple, EOS, Tron, Monero, Solana, Stellar, NEO, I'm not sure if it is pronounced as NEO or NEO, and Dogecoin are all implemented on their own blockchain networks. And of course, for those Fintochers out here, you would know that even for Fintoch, we have our own blockchain and we have our own FTC coin, right? And then now this is the part where, by the way, before I move on to the next part, how many of you actually got at least 3 answers right in the quiz? If you have 3 answers right, then say yes in the description box, in the comment box below, okay? And if you have everything all right, please also comment in the box below, okay? And then now, going on to the next part, let me elaborate for you what I have found out, okay, on what are the 4 main types of blockchain technology or networks. Okay, so first up, one of the main types of blockchain technology or networks is the public blockchain. Okay, so as I was saying, the first type of blockchain technology is the public blockchain, and that came from BTC, from Bitcoin, okay, from that famous guy we just mentioned, Satoshi, right? That's his name. Let me just double check. Yep, Satoshi Nakamoto, all right? So that alias, or maybe he's a real person, not sure, but many people have tried to locate him and unable to locate him. So maybe he used a fake identity, or does he even exist? So it's still a big mystery. Okay, so he created the first type of blockchain, and it was a public blockchain. And now this public blockchain allows anyone to join and conduct transactions. It is an open variant in which each user keeps a copy of the ledger. Basically, anyone with internet access can conduct decentralized transactions. Okay? The advantages of a public blockchain is that it is open to everyone. It is highly accessible. It fosters trust throughout the entire user community. Everyone is motivated to work towards enhancing the public network. No middleman or intermediaries is needed, and therefore it reduces the cost, right? And the fees. And then depending on how many nodes, the computer nodes are involved in the public blockchains are mostly considered safe. Okay? Now, the disadvantages of public blockchain is that the network may be slow and businesses cannot impose access or use restrictions because it's open to public. And according to Godfrey, I don't know who Godfrey is, all right, but if you know, then please share in the comments box. Okay, according to Godfrey, attackers can unilaterally change a public blockchain network if they control 51% or more of its computing power. All right, so these are some of the disadvantages, yeah? And then public blockchains also struggle with scalability. And then as more nodes connect to the network, it becomes slower. Okay? And the uses of public blockchain is often in, for example, in voting, for example, government elections, also in fundraising charity organizations. Okay? So that's the first type, which is the public blockchain. Now we move on to the second type, which is the private or the managed blockchain. Now, these operate in a constrained setting, such as a closed network. It is usually managed by an organization. Private blockchains are fantastic if a privately held firm or organization wishes to use a blockchain for personal use cases. One can employ the blockchain efficiently and restrict access to the blockchain network. The company can also specify various network parameters such as authorization, accessibility, etc. Now, what are the advantages of a private blockchain? It can operate quickly, fewer users than on a public blockchain. Faster transactions occur from the network, reaching an agreement more quickly. It can scale better. And since only a restricted number of nodes in a private blockchain are authorized to validate transactions, scalability is made possible. All right, now next are the disadvantages of a private blockchain. One of the greatest drawbacks of private blockchain is that it works against the fundamental principles of blockchain and distributed ledger technology as a whole. And I interpret it as it is not as decentralized as it should be in the DeFi space. That's my interpretation, okay? So it is challenging to establish confidence inside the private blockchain because the centralized nodes have the final say. See, I think that affirms what I just interpreted, yeah? And security isn't too great because there aren't many nodes in this type of blockchain. Now, where's a private blockchain used? It is often used in the supply chain businesses. It is used in asset ownerships, and assets can be traced and validated easily, okay? And also for internal voting purposes. So it's more private and more internal, not like public voting as in government public elections, okay? So the third type of blockchain technology or blockchain network is consortium blockchains. Now, when an organization needs both public and private blockchain functionality, a consortium blockchain, sometimes referred to as federated blockchains, is an innovative way to address the issue. Some organizational characteristics in a consortium blockchain are made public, whereas others are kept private. The predetermined nodes in the consortium blockchain regulate the consensus processes. Even more so, it retains a decentralized aspect despite not being accessible to many people. How is the consortium used? Okay, now a consortium blockchain is one that is controlled by numerous organizations, and therefore there isn't just one centralized authority driving this outcome. Okay, so what are the advantages of a consortium blockchain? It is more scalable, it is more secure, more efficient, and it has clear governing structures. And what are the disadvantages of a consortium blockchain? Well, the integrity of members may compromise its security. It is less transparent. Laws and censorship can significantly impact the effectiveness of a network. And where are consortium blockchains being used? Often in the banking and financial and the payments sector, okay? A consortium of banks is a group working together. They have control over which nodes validate transactions. Also, it is often used in research companies. Data and findings from research can be shared. All right, and now lastly is the hybrid blockchain. And does this sound familiar? I think the hybrid technology is the one that Fintoch or FTC is operating the blockchain on, right? I think, okay, I may be wrong. Please do your own research, yeah? Okay, anyway, hybrid blockchain. A blend of a private and public blockchain. Oh, by the way, how do you do your research? I think you can refer back to the white paper, which is available in app. all right, in-app of the FTC or Fintoch application on the home page. Okay, you can do the research on the white paper. Okay, anyway, coming back, hybrid blockchains, a blend of a private and public blockchain. So it is a two-in-one. It's a combination of the private and the public blockchain. Transactions and records in a hybrid blockchain are typically private, but they can be affirmed as needed. For example, by granting access via a smart contract. Private data can still be verified even though it is protected within the network. A private organization can own the hybrid blockchain but cannot change transactions. What are the advantages of a hybrid blockchain? Well, it operates without the requirement to make everything public in a closed ecosystem. Rules can be modified based on circumstances. It provides privacy while remaining a part of a public network. What are the disadvantages of a hybrid blockchain? It is not transparent enough. The transition to the hybrid blockchain can be difficult. There is no reward for joining the network and participating. And where are hybrid blockchains typically used? In the real estate industry, in the retail industry, in highly regulated industries like banking sector. Okay, so there you have it. I have covered with the four main types of blockchains technology, and they are once again the public, the private, the consortium, and the hybrid blockchains. Okay, so with that, I come to almost the end, and let me give you another quiz, okay? I think I almost revealed the answers already. Well, now that you know a lot more or a bit more about blockchain and its technology, now who do you think, what kind of skill sets or prerequisite requirements are needed for anyone to embark on a blockchain development career? So let's say, right now you are in midlife crisis and you want to switch careers. If you want to, get a job in the blockchain industry, what are the requirements you think you must have? So let me reveal you the answers, okay? Number one, you must have a high level of computer programming expertise. That's number one requirement. All right, number two, you must be proficient in mathematics in math. Okay, for sure. I have to stick to my day job in media, okay? Definitely IT is not for me. Okay, I'm really bad with computers and especially with mathematics too. And then knowledge of finance and economics is also advantageous. Okay, surely this is not a career for me. All right, and lastly, another quiz question is, now, do you know which is the most used blockchain network? So just now there are four, right? There is the public, private, consortium, and the hybrid. So which is the most common blockchain network that is the most popular and most used? I think a lot of you may get this right. Okay, I think you're right. It is the public blockchain. Okay, public blockchains account for the mining and exchange of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and this is the most used blockchain. All right, so well, I hope this video has been helpful for you. If so, take a moment, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, well, please do subscribe. What are you waiting for? Okay, now a blessed weekend to you, and God bless. Take care. Till tomorrow, I may give you more crypto infos. Bye.